Prince Harry is sharing painful and deeply personal details of the family rift, stating that he doesn't think peace with his family is possible unless the truth is out there. He is now reeling after a shocking revelation from Sarah Ferguson that could change everything. In a stunning twist, Fergie has exposed Meghan Markle's alleged past connections to Prince Andrew's infamous yacht gatherings, claiming she was his very first client. This bombshell revelation has sent shock waves through royal circles, leaving many questioning Meghan's past and her true intentions. Was this a carefully buried secret, and how does Prince Andrew fit into it all? Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking details behind Meghan's alleged yacht days and what this means for the royal family. A royal scandal has unraveled, with Meghan Markle caught in a shocking web of controversy. She sits elegantly in her lavishly decorated living room, a warm cup of tea resting gently in her hands. 4 years, she has carefully crafted a life away from the relentless scrutiny of royal traditions, embracing a new chapter far from the palace gates. But just when she thought she had escaped the chaos, an earth-shattering revelation emerges, one so shocking that it threatens to unravel the very fabric of the British monarchy. What hidden truths have surfaced, and how will Meghan respond to this game-changing twist? 4 years, Meghan has been outspoken about her desire for privacy, longing to escape the relentless scrutiny of royal affairs. She moved thousands of miles away, carving out a fresh start with Prince Harry, determined to leave the past behind. But then, in an unexpected and jaw-dropping twist, Sarah Ferguson drops a bombshell, one that ties Meghan Markle to one of the royal family's most controversial figures, Prince Andrew. According to Ferguson, Meghan was allegedly Prince Andrew's very first client on his infamous yacht, a claim so shocking that it has sent the media into a frenzy. Could this really be true? How could Meghan, who has worked so hard to separate herself from scandal, suddenly find herself linked to a man whose reputation has already been irreparably damaged? The connection seems almost too sensational to believe, yet the mere suggestion of it is enough to send shockwaves across the globe. What does this mean for Meghan's carefully constructed image of independence and integrity? How will this revelation impact Prince Andrew, a man already drowning in controversy? And what about the monarchy itself? Could this be the final nail in the coffin for an institution that has barely managed to keep its scandals at bay? As the world watches in stunned silence, one thing is clear: the royal family has never been short of secrets, but this revelation might be its most shocking yet. Is this the moment Meghan's story takes a dramatic new turn, or is it just the beginning of an even greater storm? Stay with us as we dive deep into the scandal, uncover the truth behind these claims, and explore what this means for the future of the royal family. To fully grasp the weight of Sarah Ferguson's shocking claim, we must first take a step back and explore Prince Andrew's controversial history, a history riddled with scandal, secrecy, and shattered reputations. The royals seem to have a unique affinity for scandals, and Prince Andrew's is a web of secrets. 4 years, he has been embroiled in one of the most damaging controversies to ever rock the royal family. His close ties to disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, his presence at elite yacht parties, and his association with figures wrapped in scandal have long cast a shadow over his name. In 2010, Prince Andrew was photographed with Jeffrey Epstein at his New York property. The infamous BBC interview, which was meant to clear his name, only made matters worse, fueling more public skepticism. Legal battles followed, and with every new revelation, his reputation plummeted further. But where does Meghan Markle fit into this tangled web? Many would assume that after stepping away from royal duties, Meghan was solely focused on carving out her own independent identity. What possible connection could she have to Andrew, a man whose name has become synonymous with controversy? Enter Sarah Ferguson's bombshell claim, a statement so explosive that it challenges everything people thought they knew. Ferguson alleges that Meghan was not just another royal figure who happened to cross paths with Prince Andrew. According to her, Meghan was actually Andrew's first client during his infamous yacht days. This revelation raises a storm of unsettling questions. What does Ferguson mean by first client? What exactly was Andrew involved in during these yacht gatherings? And most importantly, how does this alleged connection reshape the already strained dynamics within the royal family? If true, this claim could be the key to understanding some of the tension that has followed Meghan since she married into the monarchy. It could explain the whispers, the strained relationships, and the cold distance between her and certain royal members. For Meghan, who has worked tirelessly to reinvent her image and build a life far from the palace, this allegation threatens to drag her right back into the very world she fought so hard to escape. As the world watches, one question looms large: Could this be the missing puzzle piece that changes everything? To truly understand the gravity of this situation, let's rewind to a time when Meghan Markle's name was allegedly linked to Prince Andrew in a way no one saw coming. Imagine luxurious yachts drifting effortlessly across sparkling blue waters, hosting the world's most influential elite, Hollywood stars, royals, and power players who pull the strings behind closed doors. The air is thick with wealth and exclusivity, but beneath the lavish parties and elegant soirees, could there be a hidden darkness lurking? Prince Andrew was no stranger to lavish yacht parties. These weren't just casual gatherings, they were playgrounds for the ultra-wealthy, where business, pleasure, and secrecy intertwined. According to Sarah Ferguson, Meghan wasn't just another guest at these events. She allegedly had a more significant role in the dealings that took place aboard these floating palaces. And then comes the most shocking claim of all. Ferguson asserts that Meghan was Prince Andrew's very first client on these yachts. The implications of such an allegation are staggering. If true, this revelation could shake Meghan's carefully curated public persona to its core. Over the years, she has worked tirelessly to rebrand herself, stepping away from the royal family, advocating for social justice, and crafting the image of an independent woman, a philanthropist, and a devoted mother. But now, this bombshell threatens to overshadow it all. Why is Sarah Ferguson choosing to speak out now? Is she pulling back the curtain on a long-hidden royal secret, or is there a deeper motive at play? Revenge, retribution, or a strategic move to shift the public's gaze elsewhere? What does she stand to gain? Now, imagine Meghan stumbling upon these allegations. The shock, the outrage, the betrayal. This isn't just another tabloid scandal. It's a direct attack on her legacy. With her reputation hanging in the balance, the world is left wondering, how will she respond? Will she fiercely deny the claims and fight to reclaim her narrative, or will this be the controversy that derails her transformation once and for all? One thing is certain, this revelation could mark either the biggest challenge of her career or the catalyst for an astonishing comeback. The question remains, is this the beginning of Meghan Markle's downfall or the prelude to her most dramatic reinvention yet? But to get a perfect glimpse of what might have transpired, we can't shy away from the life pattern of Sarah Ferguson, to be double certain that she isn't cooking up something or trying to get back at someone. Let's find out who Sarah Ferguson is and what her life has been about. Born on October 15, 1959, in the heart of London, Sarah Margaret Ferguson came from a background steeped in aristocracy. The daughter of Major Ronald Ferguson and Susan Barantes, she grew up with privilege but also personal challenges. When her parents divorced in 1974, she moved in with her father in Hampshire, navigating the emotional turmoil of a fractured family. Sarah Ferguson's journey has been one of glamour, controversy, resilience, and reinvention, a testament to a woman who, despite the odds, refuses to be defined by her past. While we can deduce that she refuses to be defined by her past, we equally need to get answers to some questions. Is Sarah Ferguson seeking the truth? Is she getting back at the royal family or her ex-husband? Is she trying to manipulate the public? Let's dig deeper into the details. Sarah Ferguson's recent revelations have sent shockwaves through the royal family, raising questions about her true intentions. Is she exposing secrets regardless of the consequences, or is there a deeper, more personal motive at play? Could she be settling old scores using Meghan as an unsuspecting pawn in a much larger and more calculated scheme? After all, the Duchess of York has had her fair share of ups and downs with the royal family, and some speculate that this could be her way of reclaiming power in a world where she has often been sidelined. Whatever her reasons, one thing is undeniable. Sarah Ferguson has once again disrupted the royal status quo, throwing the monarchy into yet another storm of controversy. The question now is, how will the royal family respond? Will they confront the claims head-on, offering explanations or counterarguments, or will they, as they so often do, rely on silence and time to make the scandal quietly disappear? As the world watches with intrigue, one thing is certain, this latest royal revelation is far from over. Whether Ferguson is exposing a hidden truth or simply playing a high-stakes game, she has ensured that the public remains glued to the drama. In the grand theater of royalty, where secrets and scandals have long been part of the spectacle, the Duchess of York has once again secured her place as one of its most compelling players. With this scandal hitting hard, is it something the royal family would be able to bear? Will the monarchy survive this? Let's find out. The media is in a frenzy, and the headlines are ablaze, but this isn't just about Meghan Markle. What we are witnessing is yet another controversy shaking the very foundation of the British monarchy. The real question is whether this latest revelation will inflict lasting damage, further weakening the institution's credibility, or whether the royal family, seasoned in the art of surviving scandals, will once again emerge unscathed. For years, the royal family has weathered countless storms, from whispers of internal feuds to full-blown public scandals. But with Prince Andrew still entangled in legal battles and under intense public scrutiny, this latest controversy couldn't have come at a worse time. Another scandal, especially one of this magnitude, could prove disastrous for the monarchy's already fragile reputation. Will this be the moment they are finally forced to confront their troubled past? History has shown us that royal controversies are often met with carefully crafted statements, strategic silences, and an unwavering commitment to keeping up appearances. But will this latest revelation be any different? Could it be the one scandal that refuses to be neatly swept under the gilded royal carpet? The world is watching closely. In an era where institutions are being held more accountable than ever, can the royal family afford to rely on old tactics to shield itself from public outrage, or will they finally acknowledge and address the deeper issues that continue to haunt them? One thing is certain: the monarchy is at a crossroads. How they choose to handle this moment could define their future in ways they never anticipated. After all the buzz, controversy, and endless headlines, what lies ahead for Meghan Markle? This latest scandal has undoubtedly shaken public perception, altering how many see her. But can we just say it is all in the past and that she is a different person now? The trolls and the social media discourse continue, but what is truly at stake for Meghan? Is this a new chapter for her or the beginning of the end? Could this controversy also be the very thing that gives her the power to rewrite her own story? Meghan has never been one to shy away from challenges. She has faced scrutiny, criticism, and media storms before, and each time, she has shown a remarkable ability to push forward. Could this be yet another moment where she rises from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever? For years, Meghan has walked a tightrope, juggling royal traditions, personal ambitions, and an often ruthless media landscape. This controversy presents a pivotal moment. Will it serve as the launchpad for a powerful rebrand, allowing her to redefine herself on her own terms, or will it mark the point where her royal dreams slip further away? The stakes have never been higher, and the world is watching closely. What's undeniable is that Meghan has always been a force of nature. She has built a public image that champions resilience, independence, and advocacy. But in an era where perception is everything, will she be able to steer her narrative back on course, or will this be the storm that finally changes everything? Only time will tell how Meghan chooses to navigate this crossroads. Will she step back into the shadows, allowing the scandal to define her, or will she take charge, using this moment as the foundation for a new era in her life and career? One thing is for sure: Meghan Markle is not someone who fades away quietly. But her silence seems to be confusing to her fans and critics. Is she being tactical, or is she just hiding her face in shame? Meghan Markle remains conspicuously silent in the wake of Sarah Ferguson's shocking claims, leaving many to wonder, what's her next move? Is this a well-thought-out strategy, a deliberate pause to let the dust settle, or is she grappling with an unexpected crisis behind closed doors? In an era where celebrities and public figures rush to control the narrative, Meghan has always chosen a different path, favoring careful deliberation over hasty reactions. But in this case, is she simply biding her time, preparing a calculated response, or is her team scrambling to salvage her reputation? According to an insider close to Meghan and Harry, the couple is seething with anger over the allegations and may even be weighing legal action. But would that be a wise move? Court battles, while offering a path to vindication, often have the unintended consequence of amplifying scandals rather than burying them. A lawsuit could transform whispers into headlines, dragging Meghan further into a media storm she may prefer to avoid. Could she be considering a more subtle counterattack, one that doesn't involve the courtroom but instead shifts public perception in her favor? Meanwhile, lurking in the background of this unfolding saga is Prince Andrew, a figure whose past continues to cast a long and troubling shadow over the royal family. Despite his official removal from royal duties and the ongoing controversies surrounding him, his name remains deeply entangled in the royal drama. Now, with fresh scrutiny on Meghan's supposed ties to his past, more unsettling questions emerge. What exactly went on during Andrew's infamous yacht days? Could there be more secrets buried beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed? As speculation swirls and theories multiply, Meghan's silence grows louder. Whether it signals strength, caution, or uncertainty, one thing is clear: this chapter in royal drama is far from over. Will she eventually break her silence with a masterfully crafted statement, or will she let the controversy fizzle out on its own? Only time will tell. In the middle of all this, how is the British public handling the situation? The British public remains deeply divided, with opinions as polarized as ever. To some, Meghan Markle is a courageous woman who dared to challenge royal traditions, a victim of an age-old institution determined to silence her. To others, she is a master of manipulation, skillfully weaving narratives to suit her interests. But with the latest revelation shaking the monarchy, how are people reacting? Social media has exploded with heated arguments, each side fiercely defending its perspective. Twitter is ablaze with hashtags, while royal gossip forums hum with speculation, theories, and supposed insider leaks. Everyone seems to have an opinion, but one question looms larger than the rest. Who is behind this latest bombshell? Could it be Meghan's powerful adversaries within the palace working behind the scenes to ensure that she and Harry never reclaim a place within the royal fold? Or is this simply another chapter in the never-ending media circus surrounding the Sussexes? And then there's Prince Harry, known for his unwavering loyalty and fierce protectiveness toward Meghan. His response could change everything. Will he stand beside her, publicly refuting the allegations and challenging the royal family in a dramatic showdown? Or will he choose silence, letting Meghan navigate this storm on her own? His next move will be scrutinized by millions, and whatever he decides will inevitably shape public perception of the couple's standing. One thing is certain, this scandal isn't going away anytime soon. As new details emerge and the palace remains tight-lipped, the world watches, waiting for the next twist in this royal saga. Will Meghan and Harry fight back, or will this be the moment that finally forces them into the shadows? The drama continues, and the stakes have never been higher. What do you think about Sarah Ferguson exposing Meghan's alleged yacht days with Andrew, leaving Harry in shock? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.